Yeah, because I was like, what is a project these days? What's a mixtape? What's an album?
EP, LP,
they're all
that
the same shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was our rule. The first one on that list was what qualifies an album. Has to have at least
6.
Yeah.
All right, and then the first criteria we went with replay value.
Yes.
Because niggas ain't running your shit back, my nigga. What we talking about?
I'm not going to go back.
Yeah, what we talking about?
I mean, it could be a good album, but obviously, you know, there's
That's
validity with numbers.
That's how I feel about the Kendrick Butterfly, To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah.
It was a good album, but my nigga, I'm not going
there's
back.
no replay
Yeah.
value.
Like,
That's
there's like
true.
2 or 3
I
songs.
didn't think
Just
about it like that.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 songs. It's like, all right. But other than that, I'm cool.
Right. Now, guys, remember, just because something doesn't qualify, like, let's say there's 6 things on the syllabus, if they're missing one, they're still top contenders.
Yeah. It's just how they compare in other categories to the rest of the album.
If they got 5 of 6 things marked, I mean, it's kind of hard to argue against.
You can't just
that.
throw it away. So, yeah.
So, yeah, replay
Bro, this
value.
Shit gonna be hard.
Yeah. 100%.
This shit gonna be hard.
100%.
But, yeah, we had replay value was number 1. 2 was what? Content, I think we said.
We kind of did like a 3 thing. Content, production, and I think there was a third. Maybe artistry or I don't know.
Diversity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we
couldn't grade these as heavy.
Yeah.
And features.
Dude, I thought we threw that one away, kind of.
Kind of.
Because it's going to be kind of hard.
putting that in that little group.
That's going to be kind of hard because it's like we was talking about, you don't want to judge Kodak's album for how his feature with A Boogie was.
Right. If
so
A Boogie did a really good job on there, but the album was trash, then I'm giving the props to A Boogie.
Right. Instead of the overall project from Kodak. So,
now, if Kodak came up with a really good project and A Boogie didn't perform on his song,
came in and fumbled the bag.
Right.
Basically.
The song could have been hard up until
his part.
A Boogie,
yeah.
and so I can't throw that album away because this nigga either did his job or didn't do his job.
And then, like we was talking about for the Tory Lanez Chicks tape, it's like the whole theme of that album was features. So.
And most
it's
people
knock
hard. Them shits out.
Yeah, it's kind of hard with that one.
But you know, so the way we thought about it was because some people, and we did post this on Instagram. We asked our fans what did they think was going to be good, and one of those things was production, which me and Alex already spoke about. And our argument for the production was, okay, let's take Chicks Tape, heavy feature. There's mad features. It's feature heavy. Like the album, it wouldn't be an album. It wouldn't be Chicks Tape 5 without all those features. An amazing album, and everybody, granted, did great on their.
Well, not really, because this is the first
features.
time. This is the first time he had the actual artist on there.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like it was a feature heavy album. Everybody did good on their features, and I think the album was really good. So yeah, we could give that a point for features, but at the same time, let's take an album without features,
like a
Young M.A. or Cole. Perfect example. I can't sit there and say that this Cole album did worse than Chicks Tape because it didn't have features. And I can't say that Chicks Tape was
better because he had a lot of features.
So. To me, they're still both good albums. So the feature thing that's a gray area.
Yeah, we still working out the kinks, but and then diversity, like I was saying, we don't want something that's only played only in the club, only in smoking sex sessions, only in like just one field or whatever.
And our example of this was DaBaby's album. DaBaby is a great artist. I really fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? I like everything he puts out.
But just like all his shit,
this album just sounded the same.
Yeah.
Now I get it. Artists got to sound like artists. So the game didn't sound well. I can't really say the game. Let's say
I would say the game. He switched it up.
Yeah,
a lot.
Like let's say the game. He has that sound, but his songs don't sound the same on that album. So that's why we say
he has his
diversity.
own sound, but he has different beats that he puts with these different sounds. So it's
you
not
get
like,
a different feel
yeah,
through different. You get different vibes with the song. But the baby,
it's
that
kind of
album,
like the same.
you get the
club
same
banger.
beat, you get the same tempo, you get kind of the same
808s,
flow.
yeah.
So yes, I love the baby, great artist.
But
There's no diversity in
yeah.
that album. And I love the game. He sounds the same because that's his sound. He has the same cadence, obviously,
but he switches up. He plays with it a little bit.
And it makes that.
That sounded crazy.
It makes that album not sound as boring because
that sounded crazy. He plays with it a little bit.
Hey, I tried to skip over it, but I couldn't. Hey, yo.
Oh, man.
But yeah, the baby, great artist, but that album it was boring to listen to. The songs, if I had the songs on shuffle, cool with that. But listening to that album A to Z, it just got a little boring. So that's why we threw diversity in there.
Yeah, and another part of that with production was the content, like what they talking about,
right?
Because I feel like no matter what R&B, rap, or whatever, it's got to be some kind of story told. You got to be able to tell me a story about something. Like I have to be able to follow you. You got to paint some kind of picture for me, like just plain and simple.
Right.
Whether it's you done killed a nigga, you done sold some drugs,
right?
You with Chance, you got married. You got to tell me some kind of story. You got to show me something.
There's
like you can't just be rhyming words. That's how I feel about Eminem. You just rhyming words at this point. It's like that. Dr. Seuss can do that, my nigga.
And and so for me, this argument was
my fault.
Like, it's a good, like, content is a good thing because some people are just like, they're storytellers.
Right.
And that could go to either the good of their album or the bad of their album because, like, sometimes I don't be want to hear that shit, bro.
Well, shit, me personally.
I like hearing it, but.
I often say, me personally, the storytelling shit that's why I love this shit. Like,
I guess I'm putting it like this. Like, there are some super lyrical people out there who not making this top 10 list. Such as that Dave East. Good content, but
yes.
And that's what I'm saying. There are some super lyrical people out there and people who have really good content, such as Rhapsody.
Yeah, Rhapsody. That's what we argued about for like an hour.
Rhapsody had the most content on her album.
It was a great album, but with that being said, the songs lack replay value a lot. Because it's like, I'm just not turning on Rhapsody and just letting her ride.
Right. Now, at the opposite of that spectrum is like somebody like Lil Pump. Bro, you're saying Gucci Gang. You're saying Gucci. There's no content. Yeah. There's no content, but it's a good song.
Yeah, it's just the melody of it. Yeah.
So that's why I put that content thing in the gray area because you can have somebody with the most content and somebody with the least content.
And they still be
and
good
their albums kind of,
yeah.
Their albums are still in that 5 to 6 range.
So that shit it's tough. It's really tough grading this shit.
Right.
But we just want some feedback from our listeners as far as what else we can include in our list as far as the criteria for it.
So we have replay value.
Yeah.
We have diversity. We have
content,
production, features,
and I forgot what else we said.
Yeah, there was one more.
I don't remember.
Production, features, content. Hey, we'll get back to it.
I forgot what else we talked about. We talked about a whole lot. We was
on
the phone for like
we had a great conversation.
2 damn